What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to watch another video here at the Awakening of Zoo. Today I'm wearing glasses because my under eyes are fucking baggy and dark. It's been a long weekend. It's Wednesday. I don't know what it is with this weather lately, but got me feeling like shit. But I don't even think it's the weather. I think it's the weather within me, because I've been having a existential crisis. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but it's when you start once again going from 0 to 1 with knowing who you are and what's your purpose and things like that. So today I've learned that I'm going to start walking like a Buddha, because I don't want to resonate with a lot of things, because when you resonate with too much, you, how can I say, like, you limit yourself in ways, and I don't want to limit myself to anything and, you know, have expectation and things. But today, my existential crisis was fucking not heartbreaking. It was fucking head breaking, mind cracking, ascending, not knowing what, where, and what, imbalanced type of day, you know. And honestly, to get to the even point, even though I'm still gonna explain it later, meditation helped me throughout this whole time. 15 minutes of meditating helped me get through about 12 hours of overthinking, because if you really think about it, if you overthink all day from 7 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock in the afternoon, that's 12 hours. And that's what I did. And it all started because a stupid dream, but I wouldn't say stupid dreams because dreams have a lot of meanings. But this dream I had was fucking ridiculous, and it made me rethink everything. It even made me do research on me, on my name, in Jewish numerology and English numerology, and it's called gematria or something. I'm gonna put it in the bottom because I forgot. But so in that thing, I went to the Jewish definition of my name, Maria Angelica, and it came out as angel of death, like what it means in Jewish, accordingly to the numbers that add up in my name. Supposedly they take one letter and they add all that one letter that's in their Bible, and then they add it up, and that's how they come up with that number that signifies a certain word or phrase. So it makes a lot of sense, because energies are phrases and things like that, and energy could be us, the way we speak. Energy could be anything you do. You are energy, so we transfer energies in many different ways. I can pass you energy, I can speak energy to you, and I can feel your energy. Same thing with me, with me. So I feel like I came to realize that I did live a long 20 years. And in my whole childhood, I suffered, and I was really a bad child for whatever reason. But no matter what, my grandma would still love me, you know, and she was here to teach me, to teach a rejected child, because even when I was little, like, I couldn't even breathe, so my body was already rejecting me, you know. Like, in a way, what if, I don't know, I guess I felt rejected my whole life. So I've been working on a really, really dark shadow side of myself, and I tapped into my negative side, and I started finding out crazy shit about my past life and about myself, and I didn't like how I was resonating with it, and I don't want ever to be there, and I don't want ever anyone to be there. But whatever the Jewish definitions meant was Mary and Angelica meant Omega Lord, Garden of Eden, Gun, Angel of Death, Hathor, Giant, Cold Moon, Saborka, The Branch, Problem, God's Grace, Engineering, Bring It, Last Adam, Neither, Luggage, I Am the Nine, Trinidad, Effort, and Darkened Pair. So I started to try to resonate in all these, and I think I drove myself nuts today. And I overthought to the point where I blew off my head. And so the only thing that stopped me from thinking, although all day I have been working on my shadow side, I think today was the day that my shadow side came out, and I was like, I don't think I'm as strong as possible. And for the only reason that in my dream, I was able to be, you know, I don't know if you guys know the show Lucifer. He was in my fucking dream. So he was representing Lucifer, obviously. And in my dream, I was in my house, and outside the library next to my house, there was a carnival, and there's a lot of people there, and there was a truck. And this truck fucking came in and ran over everybody and shit. Was fucking blowing shit up. Boom, boom, boom. People were being thrown in the air. People were getting run over. But I did not see any blood. So, then I looked back inside my house, and Lucifer came out of nowhere. And he was like, what's going on? And I was like, yo, like, there's this crazy ass maniac over there running over people. He just crashed into the library. And he was like, don't worry, I got it. When he said that, I didn't close my eyes. I woke back up. So I woke back up here, and I looked around my room or whatever, and then I just fell back to sleep, and boom, I'm back in my dream. And now this time in the dream, I am Lucifer, and I am at the house of the maniac, and I'm down the stairs, and he's up the stairs, and I have machine guns, and I shoot him, but around him, not at him, because, you know, I'm Lucifer. I could do way better than this instead of just killing somebody really quick. So I guess I was going to step up, and this guy grabs his bow and arrow and shoots it at me. It's a tranquilizer. Everything went black, and then boom, I wake up again here. And then I was awake for like 20 minutes thinking about the situation. I did not want to go back into sleep because I was afraid that I was going to go back into the dream. And so you saw my bed. It's because it's cold, so I was covered underneath these blankets. So I go back to sleep. And this time I wake up and I see Lucifer in a third perspective, right? The guy from the show, but he's burned and his eyes are gone. But then again, I'm still in his body, but I'm just seeing it in a third perspective, I guess, because sometimes dreams are weird. And he opens his eyelids. Mind you, he's burned completely, but he still got his body. He smiles like, you know, in an evil way, like, I don't even know how to do it, because what the fuck. And so he looks at the maniac, which looks like the same exact version of him in a way, but he's wearing a weird outfit in white or whatever. I don't fucking know. And and Lucifer goes like, you can't kill the devil never dies. He said like that in a very weird, like, I don't know, type of voice. And all I remember was like the maniac taking his last breath of life. And then I woke up again. And then I really couldn't go back to sleep because I didn't want to go back into my dream. So I would classify this as a nightmare, but it was very scary. I don't want to have nightmares ever again, but you can't help it. And it means a lot about myself, right? I don't know, but I just know that lately I've been a little bit imbalanced, and meditating was the only thing that helped me. Not even a substance. Wink, wink. That would not even help me. I think that would make my overthinking even worse. So if you're having an existential crisis, just meditate. I meditated for 15 minutes and it was very hard to focus on my breathing, and I meditate constantly. So imagine how tight this head had to be. You just gotta get in the flow of, when I say walking like a Buddha, means don't resonate to a certain extent with things. Don't label yourself anything at this point. Just go with the flow. Learn new things about yourself and forget about the past. The past are here for lessons, but the past is not here to resonate with yourself. Your name can mean something, but don't always allow your shadow side to resonate with you. Before you want to learn things about yourself, first start out with your shadow side. And I think sometimes that even happens automatically. Like, I am awakened and I also have existential crisis, and sometimes I also have anxiety attacks and mental attacks and shit like that. So don't think just because you're not awakened. Even the best get problems. I even think God himself even has existential crises, because at the end of the day, we all are a mirror of him in a way. So if all of us are going like this, imagine all in one going through the same shit all of us are going through in one. Like, if we're this one system. So I have to get better in order for a lot of people to get better. And with my influence, I'm going to help do that. But if I don't get better, how am I going to help the whole? And if you don't get better, how are you going to help the whole? So meditating will help you understand who you are, how your body works, how your mind works. Especially when you're having an existential crisis and you have a dream that literally threw you off the cliff, and now you're thinking, am I able to astral travel into things? How the fuck am I supposed to travel into a character that don't even exist? I only seen him in Netflix, but the story behind it is kind of true about Lucifer. But why is that character in my dream? That's another thing that I had to reflect on. So when it comes to the thing is that maybe since I'm studying the present moment, mindfulness, how to walk like a Buddha and still be a normal person and still be able to do substance, hang out with friends, drink and everything, you just have to be mindful. And if you're not mindful, you can easily get off task. Like in my other video, I was saying, if you can change your consciousness in a flip of a switch. And that's what I did today. I went from mindful to not mindful into terrible, because you know how deep your mind can go. And if you go in deep unconsciously or imbalanced, or you go in deep and you find out you're imbalanced, you might have a tiny problem. So whenever you find yourself in moments where you can't stop thinking and you don't know what to think about anymore, and you're resonating with things, but now they don't make sense, but now you do resonate, but then they don't make sense at all. Now you feel like guilty and things like that. Well, go meditate. Maybe that is called an imbalance. That means your evil is more, or your good is more, or your whatever imbalance to you means, that's what you are. You have to balance yourself so you can resonate. Love yourself. If you feel sad, don't keep indulging into sadness, because being sad is addicting. Being sad is addicting. And I can tell you that from experience. Let's raise our vibes. Today when I meditated, after a whole time of feeling like, what am I? What the fuck was I saying? But what I was saying makes sense, but now what the fuck was I saying? Because now you're thinking it over and over and over. I went to my boy Mike at work and I told him, like, yo, look what my name means in Jewish and shit like that. And it makes sense. He was telling me and things like that. But what if it means something like, I don't know. What caught my eye was Angel of Death and Omega Lord. How can that resonate with my name? And why the fuck do I have a name that means things like this? I don't need the answer now. I just need to go on with life. That's what my boy Mike told me. Just go with life and you'll figure out. And I think it helped. He taught me that you have to balance both. That this world needs good and bad. And that's how life is. The yin and yang. And so, I'm so happy I'm able to do this video. I'm so happy I'm able to explain you guys this situation. And if you guys go through this every day, then you're constantly having an existential crisis. And you need to meditate so you can get it together. Those thoughts are not yours. And if you find information that confused the fuck out of you, or not confused you and made you think a lot, and you think it confused you, but it's just something that makes you go from 0 to 1, that means you need to just do more research. Don't indulge into sadness. Don't resonate too much with one thing. Just look at it as a whole. Just go with it. And you'll find your purpose. Maybe my purpose is to bring light. Maybe this is why I suffered so much. And maybe this is why I lived through so much shit. Because I'm meant to know how suffrage is. How pain is. How being lonely is. So I can help people, so I can understand and appreciate when I have all these things. And I can help people appreciate that too and understand that too. I appreciate God for everything He has done for me. Although we don't know who He is, what He's shaped like or anything, or how He sounds or something. But we are a mirror of Him, so if I am Him, then there we are. And same thing for you. Look in the mirror. My mirror is right there. I don't want to flip the camera. But look at the mirror. You are Him. So if you're suffering, God is suffering. Don't allow God to suffer. Or whoever you believe in, don't allow your higher self to suffer. Just go with the flow. And don't indulge in sadness. The sadder you are, the more sad you want to be, which is crazy. Be present. Walk like a Buddha. My next video is going to be about that. So stay tuned. I just really wanted you guys to know that please don't resonate with everything. But take what you can from everything and implement it into your life, because you create your own universe. Follow your intuition, follow your heart, and connect your spirit to your soul, so your soul can have your soul and spirit can have a better connection with your body. Don't ever leave the spirit out or behind. Love yourself first and foremost, and please be kind to others, be kind to yourself. And do research, do some shadow work, which means do research on yourself. Look up information and learn about the world, but don't let it take you over. Don't let spirituality drive you nuts, because you will have an existential crisis. And you will start thinking things about your future, and you will start creating scenarios and situations in your head. And pay attention to your dreams. But don't also resonate with them completely. Don't take it personal. Sometimes it's just our head, supposedly. You only know best. Please meditate at least 15 minutes a day so you can remain balanced and don't end up like me. But I'm good now, which I hope. While I was meditating, I found out one of my solutions to one of my problems as well. To multiple of my problems, but one of the main ones that I've been working on really hard to understand. And now that I understand, my heart feels lighter, and I'm tired, and all this shadow work makes me feel tired. All this dreaming, I feel like I don't sleep, but I have been. And now I feel like, God, please, I'm ready to sleep. I need to study. I want to get out my head. So I will meditate more, and I will be committed. And I need you to be committed to yourself too. Because if you're not committed, you will be and have a existential crisis. And I don't want to be a hypocrite either, teaching all these things and not doing what I'm teaching. So I'm also implementing meditation into my life and mindfulness. Mindfulness is when you take awareness of how you feel at this very moment after you do something or anything. So you can figure out where you are at this very moment in the present. And I recommend you guys to do mindfulness and meditate. So thank you so much for watching this video. You know niggas is going at it. You know niggas is going through it. And I know niggas is going through it too. And I know we got this. And I know we got this. And I know we will battle through this shadow work. And I know we will survive. And I know we're going to fight through this together. High five. You know? Life goes on. Don't get stuck in your brain. Don't let it get to you. Love yourself. And before I leave, please, before you do something, ask yourself, is what I'm going to do, is it going to hurt somebody? Because when you walk like a Buddha, first, you are consciousness of your decisions. And you won't hurt anyone. So when you're about to do something, always think, is it going to hurt the other person? Is the other person the same page as me? Am I being honest? Is this going to hurt me? Don't ever put a situation where you either hurt somebody or hurt yourself. Always do good and balance yourself. Don't be too mean. Don't be super good because people are going to take advantage of you. Have a balance so your bad can protect your good. So your bad has a level of attachment, number 1, against your things. And your good has a level of attachment 1 to your bad and things like that, right? And to your beliefs as well. So when you're in a level of attachment 1, you enjoy the moment and you continue your life as is. You don't resonate, you don't bring it home, you don't let it change your life unless it's for the good. But we have to take risk, we have to move on, and we have to trust our intuition, not just yours, but our intuition in general. Please, let's do it. Let's get it together. Let's get it together for our own higher selves. Life still moves on. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. But please, go ahead and like this video. Like it. Subscribe. Do that. Also turn on the notification button if that's what you want to do. Subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at _ZZART at RastaBarbie_2.0 and my TikTok Zoo the Rasta Barbie 2.0 as well, or _2.0. I keep forgetting, but whatever. Tune in to the next video on how to walk like Buddha, and that's gonna blow your mind and it's gonna help you not resonate with bullshit or anything. I don't know. This is why we're here and why we're learning. Let's get it. Have a good day. Much love. Be loved. Spread love. Give it all.